Boardgamerants. Everybody will find everything solo tabletop gaming and more. And we got to the table this weekend, Terraforming Mars, Era's Expedition. And I played a couple games of this. The big brother, of course, the board game, Terraforming Mars. I have it and most of the expansions. I'm thinking of selling it because I just never get it to the table. It's just, I don't know. I just never really could get into it. This game, though, I'm in my third game here. Just a little tableau builder. It kind of has all the flair of Terraforming Mars, but it's very easy to set up. You just got these trays. You pop off the lids. Put out this little tiny board. You throw out your 9 ocean tiles. Got the same things to do. Flip those tiles over. Get your heat up. Get your oxygen up. Got this massive deck of cards you shuffle up, and then, the setup is quick and easy. Got some nice, this is the deluxe version or whatever, and so it's got these nice boards, or I don't know if these boards came with the original, I don't know, but it's got, pretty nice little components, fairly inexpensive, fits on this little table. It's not even a 3x2 foot table, and to play solo, it's pretty straightforward. If you've ever played Race for the Galaxy, then this is, there's 5 different main actions, and you play them in a certain 1 through 5 order, and you just get to each turn basically pick one of those, and then you randomly flip over one of the 5 to represent the AI, and you get to take that action too. Sometimes you're gonna flip over the same cards, and you try not to, and that's part of the strategy. Some luck there, but also it does all 5 of them, and then you shuffle them up and does all 5 again. So you can see what's been played, and you can kind of change your strategy so you don't double up. Because ideally each turn you want to be able to take 2 actions. Playing this 2 times, I lost the first time pretty badly. I won the second time because I kind of understood real quick. Okay, make sure that I can take 2 actions per turn as much as possible. And I was playing on easy. This time I'm going to play it on medium level. But anyway, so far, quick and easy to play. This is pretty... I don't know, it's been forever since I played the base game, but I feel like I like this better. Time will tell. Haven't even tried this one yet. Hero Path. Dragon Roar. I like the way the game looks. It's a bit of a mess, though. It just... I don't know. I read the rules. I still haven't played it. I've yet to take my first turn. But sorry about that glare. Everything's very shiny. Everything's very glazed. But this is my personal area, and it just looks far more complicated than it actually is from having read the rules. So it looks intimidating, but I haven't played it yet, but it seems like it's going to play pretty easily, and almost a little too easily for what, I would expect. Maybe. I guess I shouldn't be saying anything. It just doesn't look like it's going to be a very deep experience. It's going to be pretty quick, and sort of just a little unnecessarily busy looking. This whole thing, you can play different characters. An elf, or I'm playing what am I playing? Dwarf. And yet, the only thing that's different is like the image, and you get a few different stats. That's it. And different maybe amounts of food and gold. But it's not like anybody has a special power or anything. It's hardly asymmetrical. And it seems like kind of a waste. That it's just, you're going to have a few, the attributes will be laid out, and your supplies will be laid out slightly differently per character. That's it. And it comes with like 2 expansion characters that, I don't know why would it, doesn't seem worth it, other than to play more players. I think you can play than 5 or 6 players. Anyway, and you got this whole board which goes over all the different, which is kind of fun. I like how there's these places you can visit, the academy, the circus, the graveyard. It all comes out kind of randomly, and then you got these bad guys out here, and there's me, and you kind of stomp along, and You can cross the white lines, you can't cross the black lines. You can jump on a raft and shoot around the river. You can hop on an air balloon and roll the dice and see where you end up. And then you got to fight this dragon, which is going to bounce around on 1, 2, 3 different spots, throwing flame across the land. And you got to kill the dragon to win the game. And the longer you take to build your character up, which, you can get all the stuff. You can get the abilities, the arms. You can buy, at the market. You got magic over here. Fortune, when you kill critters, you're going to get stuff. You get experience. And it all sounds good, but I just don't know that it's going to play very well. But time will tell. Got it on a Ding and Dent special anyway. And then here we are back at my gaming area central. And Ark Nova. Yes. I am playing again. I don't know. I have like 9 plays of this. This is a hell of a game. And, I don't know if I'm on my way to lose again. I haven't even started any conservation. So basically, to win this game, you got to get your little conservation marker, that red one there, whoop, to meet up with your appeal marker. Get your appeal up by putting animals in your zoo. It's almost a little a la Terraforming Mars. You put these things out, and then you kind of get credit for certain symbols that may be on the cards that allow you to put other cards out. And anyway, but it's very, but it's also very different. Got this little map here in this particular one that I'm playing, the commercial harbor. This particular map, as long as I have something connected to this little oil rig, what it looks like. Once during my turn, I can discard. It's the strangest looking 1, but I'm assuming that is a 1. You can discard a one hand card for 3 money at any time. But anyway. And I'm about to. I've got some conservation ideas here. I've got my species diversity built up. I've got 5 different kinds. I got the red ones and the yellow ones and the purples and the greens, and I even got some petting animals. So I got 5 different kinds. So I'm going to be able to get a nice 5 conservation points there here in a sec. Pretty slick. And then I'm probably going to release into the bamboo forest 1 herbivore. I have an herbivore specialist, after all. Expert in herbivores, so I get money when I play them. And also I got these kitties. They were pretty happy to see all the different types of animals. I'm going to throw in a water playground for such kitties. Should be good times. Place that in my zoo. I got my stuff, my little petting zoo. I've got some enclosures here. Got the kiosk, got the pavilion. About 2/3 of the way through the game, I think. And haven't had to decide yet if I'm doing a research or a favorite zoo. Probably going to be a reputation or research. It's probably going to be, I'm going to go for the reputation. Because my reputation, again, there's 3 measures. There's this appeal track, which helps you get money. You got to have an appealing zoo to bring in the dough. And then you got a reputation track, which allows you just access to better cards, or a better selection of cards. Because your reputation, people understand you're the zoo to be associated with. And so as your reputation grows, so do your options. And then conservation. And not so good on the conservation. Working on that. I'm building up to it. So, good times. Nice little story you get to tell yourself. You get to build a zoo. These maps are all different. There's a ton of different maps. There's these little tips and things you can change there. You never know what kind of conservation cards are going to come out that you're going to be set up. You never know what you're going to deal. The game feels very, very different every time. There's got a huge stack. I only put a little stack of cards here because that's all of them. The 2 combined, and I'm never going to get to those in one game. I've yet to play, and I think it'll be good too, to play this game where you're supposed to play it 3 times in a row, and you basically don't use the same cards twice, or the same map board twice. And then you kind of sum up and see if you win that little campaign. And that seems like a pretty cool thing to do. That way you can get through all the cards. Now that I kind of know, sometimes, you'll play a game where you're going for herbivores and no herbivores come out or something, and that can be a little bit of a drag. But there's just all sorts of ways that you can still have fun with the game, even though you lose. And I've played, I think, 8 or 9 times, and I think I've only won twice. So, yeah. But Ark Nova, still not finished with it yet. I gotta get this one to the table too with my family. I think they'd really dig it. It's but I don't want to stop playing it myself. Oh, let's see here. Anything else? No, not for now. Hope gaming's treating you well. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, Board Game Rants. I'm out.